Jamie and Cathryn's wedding, 28th of May 2022.
Cathryn sees the goodness in everyone around her, and yeah, I'm just so thrilled, and me and my partner, to be with her on this special day.
Congratulations! We hope you have a lovely day.
Bring them up here to me, and we'll untie them together, and then you can pass Daddy that ring first. But I will tell you, okay? So you don't have to worry about anything. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome Jamie and Cathryn and all your family and friends here today. My name is Sally Chapman, and as an independent celebrant in Spain, it gives me great pleasure to officiate this wedding ceremony. Today, you are not here just as guests. You all have a very important part to play as witnesses to the vows that Jamie and Cathryn will make to each other. Today, Jamie and Cathryn will confirm their commitment, dedication and mutual respect, as well as their loyalty and love. Sadly, Cathryn's grandparents can't join us in person today, but there is someone with a video camera here, and so by the power of technology, we actually do have them here in person, albeit virtually. So, can everyone say a big hello and welcome to Michael and Frida? Hello, Michael and Frida. Welcome to this ceremony. Also, unfortunately, Jamie's eldest daughter, Chelsea, is sadly not able to be here in person today, but for very good and happy reasons, as today is her graduation day. And Jamie and Cathryn are immensely proud of her and hope that this day is just the beginning of many more wonderful chapters in her life, and are certain that her day will be as special as theirs is today. I actually can't imagine being in a more beautiful setting than we are here today, because by choosing their home as their venue, along with the stunning view, it allows the ambience of this ceremony to be so much more intimate, coupled with all the people here today that Jamie and Cathryn hold dear to their hearts, will make this occasion one they will always remember. Committing to be partners in life means always looking for the best in each other and being the best you can for each other. It's a physical and an emotional joining that is promised for a lifetime. Marriage is perhaps the greatest and most challenging adventure of all human relationships. No ceremony can create your marriage, only you can do that, through love and patience, through dedication and listening, through supporting and believing in yourselves, your faith in each other. To make a marriage work, we have to learn to overlook and forgive the things that frustrate us, to make the important things matter and let go of the rest. But marriage is also about having someone to laugh with, to leave notes around the house for each other, and to snuggle up and stargaze on warm nights. It's having someone who holds your hand when you're ill, who will watch your favourite movie, even though they'd probably rather be watching sport, and who shares your vision of the future. Marriage is believing in each other and cheering each other on in life. It's someone you know feels the same way about you as you feel about them. Marriage is having a confidant, a partner in all things, and a best friend. And now we're going to have a very special reading by a very special man called Roger.
Today seemed a lifetime away. Now suddenly it's here. How did it happen so quickly? This wedding drawing near. How can I sound so happy on this very special day when in such a short time I'll give my daughter away? I wish I could grasp a moment and make the clock stand still so I could let my heart catch up. But I know I never will. All the worries of being a parent, most of the battles won. But no one ever warned me about the day the job is done. Yet there is another side where my heart is not so sad. When I now look at my grown-up girl, I feel joyful and glad. For I know that I was privileged when this child was lent to me to love and care for and nurture. So she would grow to be this lovely, bright young woman, today a beautiful bride. And, as always, I am here, with love at Cathryn's side.
Thank you. The legend states that when two souls are born into this world, who are destined for one another, a being called the Old Man Under the Moon ties a red string of fate on each of them. Now, no matter how far apart they may be born, something is set into motion that calls them together. The string can sometimes stretch and become tangled, which in turn could postpone their fateful meeting. But those ties will never be broken. Eventually, these souls meet, and looking into each other's eyes, they see not a stranger, but an old friend. There is a sense of having known each other before, that deep sense of familiarity that says, "Ah, beloved at last." Okay, so based on this belief, let's take a look at just how Jamie and Cathryn met. On sunny Sunday morning, Cathryn accidentally knocked on the wrong front door in the nearby village. But by doing this, it transpired she unwittingly had just bumped into her Prince Charming. Okay, so he was not dressed as you would expect a prince to dress. In fact, as he opened the door, he was stood in nothing but a pair of boxer shorts whilst holding a cup of coffee. But for Cathryn, Cupid had shot that bow, and for her, at that very moment, it was love at first sight. Now, for Jamie, well, he was feeling a tad jaded after a heavy session the night before. And when he heard the knock on the door, he was a bit taken aback, as nobody, not even the postman, ever knocked his door. As to get to his house, you had to go through 2 gates and then up a flight of stairs to the top apartment where he lived. Anyway, still being a bit hungover, he opened the door and, to his surprise, saw this beautiful girl standing there. Thinking all his Christmases had come at once and that this was just too good to be true, he then discovered that, well, she wasn't there for him, as she was trying to find the guy that was renting his downstairs apartment. So feeling a bit deflated, he forgot all about it until 3 days later, when his friend invited him out for a curry and football night. Is that friend here, Jamie? No, he's not. Oh, okay. Thinking nothing of it, Jamie's friend picked him up, and mentioned that he'd invited a couple of other people along for the evening who he would be picking up en route to the restaurant. And it's here, ladies and gentlemen, where that word fate, or whatever you want to believe in or call it, but that red thread that we spoke about earlier, well, it was moments from making that final connection as it was Cathryn's parents who were picked up, and subsequently, after some conversation in the car, told Jamie that not only was it their daughter who had knocked his door that day, but that she was going to be joining them later that evening too. Jamie waited in anticipation until the moment Cathryn walked through the door, and just like that, after she entered the restaurant, he knew that this was the girl for him, and he too had also been shot by Cupid's arrow. Over the next 9 years, life evolved for them as a couple, and not only did their love for each other grow, but two gorgeous new little humans called Lily and Joshua entered their world and made their family complete, whilst at the same time giving Chelsea two new siblings to love. So how did Jamie propose, I hear you ask? Well, it was very romantic and authentic, but it didn't go quite to plan as Jamie had hoped. A year before he popped the question, Jamie had been squirreling away enough money every month so he could buy the ring. Being very traditional, first he asked Roger for his daughter's hand in marriage, and luckily and thankfully, Roger said yes. Jamie then began to set the wheels in motion, and it was on Valentine's night 2 years ago when he booked a table to go to their favourite local restaurant, where he would then pop the question. Now, in his mind, he had everything planned down to the last detail. However, like most good plans, well, sometimes they can go slightly askew. What Jamie had wanted was to propose at the beginning of the evening, but he had failed to ask the waiter for a discreet romantic table in the corner when he initially booked the restaurant. So instead, they were plonked on a table, smack bang in the middle of what was a packed restaurant where everyone could see what he was doing. Cathryn had not been expecting it, as they had never really spoken about getting married before. But the tears of joy and happiness just kept on coming, making some of the other customers in the restaurant wonder whether they'd had an argument, until Jamie explained that no, he had just proposed. Well, of course she said yes, and voila, here we are, here today. Apart from being the most beautiful woman he'd ever physically set eyes on, took only a week into their relationship to show what a thoughtful, caring and kind person she was. He said the way she accepted my elder daughter, Chelsea, and cared for her proved to me what a wonderful person I'd met. 4 years later, she blessed me with our first child. It wasn't the easiest of babies, but even for a young mother, took everything in her stride and proved to me that despite being caring, kind and thoughtful, she was incredibly strong and hard-working. And all of this whilst not only raising our first child, she was the face of our first new business together. And less than 2 years later, our son Joshua was born. And again, that's you, Joshua, yes, you were born. Oh, bless.
Yeah, you go, son.
And at the same time, we opened up yet another business, which she still continues to front and direct the entire time, whilst always making sure the three of us are happy and loved. And finally, Jamie said that he had resigned himself to be forever single. But that knock on the door back in November 2013 changed everything. And he said Cathryn has given him things that he could previously only ever dreamt about. Now, this is what Cathryn said about Jamie. I love absolutely everything about him. He is so kind, caring, and very loving, and I feel like I have known him forever. I knew the moment we met that we were going to have a wonderful life together. For the last 9 years, he has made me feel like the most special person in the world. And more importantly, I get him and he gets me.
People are like cities. We all have alleys and gardens and secret rooftops and places where daisies sprout between the sidewalk cracks. But most of the time, all we let each other see is a postcard glimpse of a skyline or a polished square. Love lets you find those hidden places in another person, even the ones they didn't know were there, even the ones they wouldn't have thought to call beautiful themselves.
Thank you, Chloe. Jamie, Cathryn, I will now ask you to reply "I do" to the following words. Jamie, you're going first. Do you, Jamie David Rogerson, take Cathryn Laura Herbert to be your wife and partner in life?
I do.
You do. And now, Cathryn, do you, Cathryn Laura Herbert, take Jamie David Rogerson to be your husband and partner in life?
I do.
So now is the time for you both to take a freeze frame moment to look deep into each other's eyes and savour this, your wedding day, while you say your vows to each other. And Jamie, I'm going to ask you to repeat after me. I promise I will respect you as an individual.
I promise I will respect you as an individual.
Be right by your side to support you through difficult times.
Be right by your side to support you through difficult times.
Celebrate with you through happy times.
Celebrate with you through happy times.
Be loyal to you always and above all.
Be loyal to you always and above all.
Love you as my wife and very best friend.
Love you as my wife and my very best friend.
And now, Cathryn, it's your turn. I promise I will respect you as an individual and be right by your side.
I promise I will respect you as an individual and be right by your side.
To support you through difficult times and celebrate with you through happy times. Okay, to support you through difficult times.
To support you through difficult times.
And celebrate through happy times.
And celebrate through happy times.
Be loyal to you always.
Be loyal to you always.
And above all.
And above all.
Love you as my husband.
Love you as my husband.
And very best friend.
And very best friend.
Okay. Lily, you've got the most important job of the day because you're going to bring Mummy and Daddy's ring up to the Mummy's ring to Daddy first. Okay. If you give that one to give it to Daddy, and Daddy's going to put that on his ring. So Jamie, if you would like to put that. So just stand there. So Jamie, if you would put the ring on Cathryn's finger.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love. I ask you to wear it as a sign to the world that you are my wife.
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love.
As a symbol of my love.
I ask you to wear it.
I ask you to wear it
as a sign to the world.
As a sign to the world
that you are my husband.
You are my husband.
Jamie and Cathryn, it gives me great pleasure to announce you forevermore as husband and wife. Jamie, you may kiss your beautiful bride. And now, Chloe's coming to say some very special words for her very special friends.
Well, I'm honoured to be at Cathryn's side on her wedding day to Jamie. Today is the happiest of moments for them both, and especially the dearest family they've created together in Livy and Josh. I'm sorry, I'm awful at speeches.
Take your time.
Cathryn radiates warmth and affection. A kind, compassionate, loving woman. She is the perfect complement to Jamie and his generous nature. Both are energetic, intelligent, and characterful. They have achieved success through their determination to discover and use their talents. As Cathryn's close friend, I know her verve, her sincerity, and her genuine romantic life. I couldn't be happier for the two of them in the bond of marriage they now share. Special moments we all share with them today. Cathryn most definitely bowled Jamie over to realise the match of the century. Please join, well, and we'll toast your future happiness in a second.
That's wonderful. So Ladies and gentlemen, we've concluded the ceremony, so if I can present to you Mr. and Mrs. Rogerson, can we give them a big whoop whoop and a
Cathryn and Jamie, massive congratulations on your marriage. I'm so happy for you. You're both just fantastic people, and I'm so impressed with the life that you've built. And I really look forward to seeing what you guys develop between you in the future. And it was wonderful to be here. Thank you so much, and I hope you have the best of luck in the future.
¡Felicidades!
Thank you so much for sharing this wonderful day with us. We've had an absolutely wonderful time, and just being in this place that you guys have got together is just the best thing in the world. It was a beautiful ceremony, the children having a lovely time, and just thank you so much for sharing it with us.